Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Does it sound okay? We sound okay? Whatever. If we don't sound good enough by this point, you know what? It is what it is. It's Pat and JT, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, 402-403-9478. We would enjoy, or you can mail us an MP3 or WAV file. No, you can't.
And the parcel post. Please do attach a stamp with the appropriate postage.
You can.
What kind of postage would that take for an MP3? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just
because you'd have to go buy something to put it on, and then it'd be super. It'd be easier just to email it, or just leave us a voicemail, or go into Instagram or Facebook, and you can leave voice messages through Messenger. You can do that if you want. Yeah, you can. So you don't have to call our voicemail. You can go. You can message us through It's Pat and JT on Instagram or on Facebook, and we can get it that way. It's 2019.
That's called a slow troll.
That is right.
We're slow trolling you, and you don't even know who you are.
God, could you imagine if you had to still mail emojis to people?
You're so mad. And you have to mail the little emoji with the bright red face and the little cuss word across his lips.
Stamp, right? Mail.
Seriously, you go back in time to the Wild Wild West and the Pony Express and sending your letters by the parcel post.
Yeah.
And you're really pissed it off at somebody. They really made you mad. So you write them a note and you send it to them.
And you wait. And you wait. Or you just get on your horse and go over and shoot them.
There was that option too, I guess.
Back then it was a little more liberal.
Far apart, and you send it off. Fire off that complaint letter about a product you bought, or fire off your review.
God,
for what was then not Amazon.
I'd like to think I was more patient. I would have been more patient had I been.
I think you're a product of the environment. I really do.
I think everybody is.
I think everybody is. I think we've come up with that gratification. We need that instant gratification that has been built into us.
For sure we do.
Thank you, drive-thrus.
There's no doubt we need that instant gratification. They get just frustrated.
On-demand TV.
Right. If it's not, or even if it's not there right away, or the little circle, like it's loading, takes longer than 10 seconds.
Go into a different page.
Yeah. You're like, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. But that's true.
I think the Pilgrim Boys did that. They're like, Mother, this walking if take too long. I rideth in Papa's wagon. And then when the horses would run, they want to ride on the horse because the wagons were too slow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They get the cars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just been a slow progression of going faster. And now you want everything now. I can't wait. Don't want to wait for anything. That's crazy. That's funny, though. So send in those MP3s and those WAV files in particular.
Those WAV files.
Anyway, you can leave us a voicemail, absolutely, and send us a note, send us a DM. However, it's easiest for you to get a hold of us. Feel free to do so. We love to hear from you. Love to see those messages come in. Speaking of, on Messenger, Facebook, etc., I've crossed a threshold. Something I've never thought I would do. I don't know if it's just the age that I'm at or what the deal is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I followed a funeral home.
Why on earth would you? I mean, I think it's great that a funeral home's on Facebook in the first place, but why would you follow them?
They're hilarious. Yeah. They're real interactive. It's funny. It's a funeral home that primarily is in small towns in Nebraska.
Okay.
Apfel. So they're in Hastings, Kennesaw.
It's like
Caro,
is it a family, like Apfel family?
Wood River, Harvard. They're in all those little towns, right? And super nice, but really, somebody had retweeted. Oh, that's what it was. Somebody retweeted a picture, and it just said somewhere in Nebraska, and it was the yacht club, but it was like two canoes had been tied together, and then there was a small camper attached on top of them.
Yeah, that's funny.
And that was tweeted out by that funeral home, and then has been retweeted. And that's how I saw it.
Okay.
They had tweeted it. And it's hilarious because they're out there amongst all these beautiful boats, and you got like 6 guys, 2 standing on the roof, and a couple of them are inside. It's just a camper that was just set down on these canoes or whatever it is. So they're just floating along, having a great time with Busch Light in their hands, the blue yummies, and away we go somewhere in Nebraska. But so I went to their page because I saw that was who tweeted this. Was Apfel, Apfel, funeral home. So I went to their Facebook page, and they're like asking people, do you like the content that we're putting out? Do you like the pay? Had 98% approval rate. And they have some funny stuff, and some has to do with death and dying. Some has to do with
like preparation or insurance,
like funny, like cartoons.
Really?
And then they
but
have
really, what do you do?
stuff as well.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, it's obviously sad.
It is obvious. It is, and I tell you what, I think we've had this discussion a long time ago. I lived in central Nebraska for a number of years, around Juniata, Hastings, Grand Island, in that area. And one of the people that we worked with out there was one of the funeral directors, and he was like, there's a funeral directors society kind of thing, like organization in each state, and then they have a national convention and all, because they got new products. I mean, come on, it's a business. Yeah. But honest to goodness, some of the best senses of humor are the funeral directors.
Yeah, they'd have to.
Kind of like surgeons. Mm-hmm. I think that some of them too, and we don't see that necessarily because it probably would scare us.
Right.
But when you watch TV shows and you see the surgeons doing surgery, they have music playing.
And we're so appalled if we see it, like you hear a story of
in real life.
Something, right. People, they're appalled if their personality comes out, or they find out they have music playing, like crazy music in the operating room. It's like, well, what are they going to do? Right? They can't be sad all the time and intense all the time.
I mean, every industry has their inside jokes. It doesn't matter what you do. If you work at the post office, grocery store, clothing store, radio, what we're doing now, podcasting, just recording in general, just like, broadcasting, I guess, in general. But every industry has inside jokes that only you probably will get. And other people will probably look at you weird, like, well, it's not really that funny. But funeral directors do too. This funeral home, if you want to follow something that's funny,
I will.
And they'll put some stuff. It's not all funeral related, obviously, like the floating camper. Right. But they just put out humorous stuff, but they put out a lot of posts. They're very interactive. It's like, that's how you do social media.
Thank you, funeral home, for showing us how to do social media. Like, legitimately, thank you.
So I think they might even be in Beatrice too. I'm not sure. But anyway.
I love it when we've talked about that before too, when businesses or whatever brands have a personality online.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little edgy, or it's a little quick-witted or something. It's not all pre-done. Somebody in a marketing office that tweets out about our new product, blah, blah, blah.
Tested and formulated and crafted.
Yeah. You want to feel like you have your company that you're dealing with has a personality, and the people there have personalities.
Right. Right, and I do. I like that. I was kind of surprised at first, and then started scrolling. I'm like, you guys are funny. Okay, I give. I'm following my first funeral home. I'm following you. I don't know what that means.
That's how it all starts.
Is that how they get you? I don't know.
That's how it all starts. Is that?
So now I'm in the algorithm, no doubt, with Facebook, because I'm following a funeral home. I'll start getting
You're gonna get
those
a whole
ads.
New crop. I mean, you just know that as soon as you click on something, even if it's not in Facebook, if it's somewhere else on your phone or on your laptop, Amazon picks it up. All these stores pick it. They just know. And they geofence. So you drive by a Target, you get an ad. It's obviously all there. It's happening.
It's happening now.
Just let it let's sit back, and we are acting like we want it. Let's just take it. I want it. I want it. I want the ads. Like, I want them.
Part of me, I do.
Right before we started recording, my phone, the only app that I have that alerts me with a vibration, so I do not miss the notification.
Oh my God.
Guess.
It's got to be.
And it's not a social media.
It's food.
Taco Bell.
Okay, I knew it.
Because as we're recording this is accurate, but when you're listening to this, it was yesterday that you could go in and get a free Doritos Locos taco because of what? It was the NBA Finals. Something with the NBA Finals. You can go in. Would have been on the 18th. And get everyone. And that's what they just notified me. So, which I never, when national companies like that give away, come on in for a free taco. Yeah. It's a freaking madhouse. And really, if you look at it, you're wasting an hour and a half for 69 cents.
Exactly. I know. And I know it's part of it is the fun of it, but no, I've never done that either. I think that's great marketing because they get the headlines all across the country.
Yeah.
So you're top of mind. I'm not going to go at that time, but you know what? Now I'm hungry for Taco Bell.
Yeah, true. So and that's probably what they do.
I'll go later because of that 69-cent taco that I'm not going to go get.
Nope.
Brilliant. So anyway, so there's that. Let's see. What else did I do yesterday? I'm trying to things that are going on. Oh, I know something. I'll throw this out there. On my house, I have some brick on my house. My house is not a brick house. It is just like a facade. Part of it has brick on it. But it's an older home. Not old, but in the 70s. And so there's some mortar that's not happy, and some bricks that aren't happy, and so I need to get it fixed. Have you ever had like? I'm like looking for masons near me.
Mortar doctor.
Masons. Bricklayers.
I
still a thing. I mean,
I'm sure I know. Yeah, and they do. I mean,
it's a craft.
Yeah, it's not
a
an
skill.
easy job. I have no idea. I would say
I don't know.
ISO on Facebook.
Well, I know I hate to do that. But I just Googled, and so I'm going by, God help me, anonymous reviews.
And SEO and who pays more for what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the next. We got a recommendation on a house painter and a siding person through the Nextdoor app, and they were over. Like Beth posted it.
Okay, let me ask you this: How many notifications did you end up getting on that?
Like a handful, not a ton. But what was nice about the Nextdoor app is because I think she expanded the range from the house, like I don't know, a mile or whatever it was. Got 5 or 6 people, and 2 of them came through and gave us bids and went with one of them. We're just kind of waiting for the painter to.
I responded on one of those once, and then I was sucked into the group text, basically. And so everybody from then on that responded, I got notified that they were responding. And I don't know how to turn that notification off.
Just delete the app.
That's about what I did. I was right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
I don't know.
I used it once. I'm done.
Eject.
That's it. I'm over it. God,
But what's weird is
I'll never help anybody again.
See what happened? We almost had her. Some of these guys, though, these contractors, I get it. Like when you find a good contractor that you like and do a good job, you recommend them and you hold on to them. Because some of these clowns, you get them in and you get them on the phone and they come over and they say, I'm going to give you a, respond the next day with appraisal. Nothing. And they just ghost. They're just gone. Like you guys don't want work.
I know. That's what's crazy. What I should do, actually, I already know the answer to this. This is terrible. One of our best friends is Lisa Ritter.
I should ask her.
She'd be the person to go to. Yeah. That's always a good person to turn to as a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a real good relationship with one, because they know everybody that does, and they want people that will come do things now.
Yep.
And do a good job.
That's where I found Black Belt Movers. Black Belt Movers are a bomb.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying a nickel for this at all.
Nope.
But I've used them 3 or 4 times. I've recommended them to everybody. They're just awesome.
Look at him just giving it away.
Right.
Look at him right here. Just giving it away. So there you go. There's your recommendation for the day. Oh, actually 2. So, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, I don't know why. It's so hard. It's frustrating to find somebody good like that. But that Nextdoor app was awesome. It really was pretty cool. And she tried it on, I think, Facebook too, maybe. I don't remember if she did it on Facebook not or just the Nextdoor app. But the
and when you do find somebody, you don't want it's a double-edged sword. On one side, you want to give them business, so you want to tell everybody. But on the other side, I don't want them to get more popular because they're tougher and tougher to get a hold of.
Yeah, make it the deal that listen, I come first of all my friends that I refer you. If I need something, I come first.
Right. I didn't make that deal. And so it's hard to get through to a couple of the guys that I really like.
Yeah, because they're super busy now.
Yeah, an electrician and a particular plumber.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get a hold of them. But we know who you are. Anyway, anything College World Series wise?
I know. I have not. To be honest with you, I haven't watched one pitch. And even up until the day of the opening ceremonies, I completely forgot that it was coming to town.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, just completely just...
Yeah.
Whatever, working and kid stuff. I just didn't
I listened to the second game, or watched the second game, I should say. Everything's on ESPN. But the stories that I'm hearing coming out, Vandy, at this point, still a part of this, Vanderbilt, the VanderbiltWhistler. And apparently one of the stories, one of the headlines that's out there is, what the deal is, and you may have heard us on Thursday talking about the VanderbiltWhistler. He's notorious. He follows the team. And to be fair, he's a great fan. He goes anywhere that team goes, and he supports them, but he likes to whistle.
And it's that annoying. Great fan or not, that's annoying.
And I can't even do it.
Yeah, it's just
I can't. Anyway,
it's
awful. Really loud, like ESPN. It gets picked up on ESPN, and people have been complaining. They've been muting ESPN, which is okay because you can still listen to Westwood One. I'm just saying, because those are some of our buddies. But anyway, ESPN's been getting muted. And people have been complaining in the stands to the point of where the police got involved to mute him. And so they got him quiet for like 2 or 3 innings. And then he popped up in a different section whistling.
Good for him. Good for him. I get them being pissed because if it's ruining your experience of the game, he's just having fun. But still, it's annoying.
I don't know what the people around him think.
Annoying, I'm sure. Unless they're family.
Exactly. Unless they're super fans and they're part of that.
I don't know, man.
But you think about some of the other schools that do things like that. whether it's their chance or their whatever that they might do. I can't think of anything.
If it's a group that's different than one, I'm not calling him an idiot, but one rogue idiot that's doing something over. When I worked at Rosenblatt, there was a lady one time that every pitch, no exaggeration, she would scream, "Hit the ball!"
Oh my God, that's like a golf tournament.
Even it didn't matter if it was the Royals or if it was the visiting team. Hit the ball! Just scream. And after about 3 innings of that, a buddy of mine on the grounds crew went and bought her 2 hot dogs to keep her mouth shut. Hard to yell when you're chewing. So she was up there eating her hot dogs. And it took her about an inning and a half. Yeah, and it was at least a little bit of quiet. But then after the hot dog and the pop was gone, hit the ball!
Golf tournaments. In the hole.
Right.
Telling the ball what to do.
Obviously.
That's what I'm trying. Everybody's trying to do exactly what you're yelling, dude. Stop. But yeah, any of the other teams, and you think about like soccer, was it the men's soccer that had the
vuvuzela? Yeah. But that's again the whole group thing. Like you can't. It's hard to get mad at the whole group. No. If one person showed up in my section with a vuvuzela and going, he'd get neck kicked.
Yeah. So the Whistler is still around, and I do know the police have been in on it, but they don't. It's tough. What do you do? And ESPN, they're a little PO'd as well, but he's super fan.
I know.
The team loves him. I think. I don't know. Haven't heard anything negative at all from any of the fans.
Yeah, it's hard to if you're the.
And he travels, man. He goes to all the games.
Yeah.
Goes to all the games. So there's that going on. And unbelievably, can you believe Michigan is still in on this too?
Yeah.
Michigan just flew through the top bracket. So they're waiting around till Friday.
I'm so checked. Didn't even know Michigan was in it. I honestly, a friend of mine, Nick Pacheco, posted a picture of his wife wearing a Michigan shirt. He's a huge Michigan fan.
Okay.
And I don't know what she's a fan of, but not Michigan. You can tell by her face. I didn't know why he posted that, but now I know that Michigan's still in the College World Series. I just checked.
That's okay, though.
Like I'm not in those. I guess I must not be in the right circles on social media or something.
Sure. Yeah, you need to follow more funeral homes.
Yes, this all comes back.
Do you want me to sell my list?
Yeah.
I should sell my list.
Oh, God, I would love to see the list of people.
My follow list?
Yeah. Because I don't want to take the time to go through your Twitter follow list, but I would love it if you publish that thing.
That will be a thing someday. Someday that will be a thing because people will want to have your follows. Or not who's following you, but who you're following.
With one click, you're instantly following everybody that XYZ person is following.
Right.
That's actually a good idea.
You see everything that they're seeing.
Yeah.
Because some people I know are very good at who they pick to follow. I don't discriminate too much.
Right. You're just kind of, obviously, funeral homes, raccoons. You have all this stuff. Gosh.
I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. You always click unfollow.
Yeah.
You can always
mute
do
or
that.
Whatever.
Yeah. There's a couple that I started following lately, and I don't know who they are. One is a super, super Husker fan, and he's always in all capitals and cussing a lot.
Yeah.
And it's funny is that when you roll across one of those posts, you can hear it when you see it because it's just all capitals and lots of F-bombs. And I'm just like, and scroll past him because he just makes my blood pressure go up. God, he's so intense. So I'm like, dude, I'm giving you a chance here. You got to calm down because we're 2 months out.
Oh, man, yeah. If you want to survive the home opener, got to calm down.
So, anywho, speaking of the home opener, you want to be able to see that home opener.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we're at that position this year where you want to actually see it. I think we're getting good enough that we want to actually see it.
Want to see it. Koogler Vision, what a great reputation. They've been around for years. They know their stuff. They're world leaders, world-class experts when it comes to taking care of your vision, taking care of your eyes. They have something that they've always kind of done this, but they just never really promoted it, I guess, really, is that same-day LASIK.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely a possibility.
Maybe a friend of yours is dating somebody. They're like, you know what? I don't think you can see clearly. I'm going to take you to Koogler Vision.
Let's get your eyes checked.
Yeah, and if it turns out that you can do it, we're going to get the same day procedure and
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yep, then you can break up with him later on that night when you can see clearly.
Your consultation. I'm so excited. This is finally going to happen.
2 days.
48 hours from now, from as we speak in real life. We're going to hear your version of the consultation.
Yep.
It is a state-of-the-art facility. They check for everything, and they want to make sure you're the perfect candidate and also give you the latest updates on your eye and vision health. KooglerVision.com. Consultation tabs right there. Free consultation. Same-day LASIK. It's a possibility.
That's right.
Could happen to you. KooglerVision.com.
Our podcast is on iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you can get podcasts. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and share, and keep listening. We appreciate it.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.